guys. All right, are you ready to see how super easy making your own deodorant is? I already melted everything together. Comment below if you've ever made your own deodorant. It's really actually super easy. So let me show you how to do it. It's just, what, I think 4 ingredients plus your essential oils, so it's really easy. All right, you need, and I've already melted everything, and I'm gonna show you an easier way to melt the things together. I know in the past I've shown you, hey Rita, I know in the past I've showed you to take a bowl and to make kind of a double broiler thing if you didn't have one, and you would take a glass bowl and put it on top of the hot water. We're gonna do something a little bit more similar, similar to that, but this is easier. And I don't know about you, but I did not like cleaning out that bowl. Sometimes if I didn't wipe it out while it was still warm, it would harden in there and I would have to scrape it, and it was just a pain in the butt. And so that will make some people not ever want to do DIY, and that's not what I want, because we can have healthier products, safer products. You haven't, girl, you need to come over and let's make some things. Or watch my videos. I'll show you how to do it. We'll do it together. But okay. So this is the easier way, and then what you can do, since you're going to be using this jar over and over, you can just put the lid on it and keep it. You don't have to try to wash it out. So you can see right here what I've done, and I know part of my head is being cut out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to let you all see the counter of what I'm doing, the counter. So what we're going to do is you need 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, which I've already put in there. You also need 2 tablespoons of unrefined shea butter, and that's really good to help give it that the thickness and hold everything together really well. And then you need 2 tablespoons of beeswax pellets. I like the pellets because they melt a lot easier, and you do need to make sure they're melted really well, otherwise when it hardens back up, it's going to have little pieces, little granules in it, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure your beeswax is melted really well. I did get the hat, Rita. I got it. I love it. It's so cute. Okay. It came today, I think. Yeah, it came this morning. But all right, so you put all those in a mason jar, and I'm going to wear my oven mitts. Y'all, do your oven mitts look like this? Look at that. Isn't that terrible? Both sides. They're not dirty. They're burnt. I burn them all the time. There's another burn. Give me a yes down below if your oven mitts are as pitiful as mine. They've been washed and washed, and they're just, but anyway, this is real life, so they work. But so you take your oven mitts. Let me tell you how I did this first. I've got a pot that I'm putting on the stove, and you put water in it to about halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way full, probably about halfway. Let's do halfway. This is a quart-size mason jar. Don't put the lid on it. You don't want to put the lid on it until after you're done with it. But then you're going to put your coconut oil, your shea butter, your beeswax, all the things in here, and put it on the stove on about, I think I did medium to between medium and high, so like a medium-high heat. Let it melt. You can stir it around. While it's in the pot, I just used a butter knife to stir it and make sure it's melting really good. So you can stick that down in there, or if you don't want any cleanup at all, you can just take your oven mitts and every once in a while just swirl it around and make sure everything gets good and melted. All right, so once that's melted, you take another little jar. This is what I had my deodorant in before, and so it was almost empty. So I just scraped out what was left, and you don't have to wash it. You're making the same thing. It's not going to go bad. So just use your jar that you had before. And this is, I don't know, this is like the bigger, there's jelly-sized jars, and there's some that are this big, and then this is the bigger of the jelly-sized jars. So you just take it and pour it in there. And then you still have plenty of room to put your arrowroot powder. Now, the reason I use, let me move this. The reason I use arrowroot powder instead of baking soda now is because baking soda was not my friend. I don't know if you've used baking soda in your deodorant before, but oh man, some people, it just eats them up, and I was one of them. I would get, oh, it's just bad. Y'all don't want to know. It burns and it itches and it's terrible. Something about the pH of baking soda. So if you had that problem, then you should be okay with this deodorant. And if you want to completely leave out the arrowroot powder, this is just a Bob's Red Mill brand arrowroot powder. If you want to completely leave that out, you could actually leave it out, because once your pH and your skin gets used to the natural deodorant, you shouldn't have any problems with smell or sweat or anything like that. You might have to reapply it. I do. It's a natural deodorant, but it's worth it. So why do we want to do this? Aluminum. I don't know if you all Googled aluminum. I posted earlier or yesterday sometime to Google aluminum and the dangers of it. Guys, it's linked to all kinds of things that'll take you out of this world. It'll take you out. Aluminum is that bad. So you do not want aluminum in your skin. Especially being ladies, we don't want that in that area. It's bad for your lymph nodes. It's bad for everything. So, and not to mention all the other things, the fragrance is just tons of chemicals. So when you see the word fragrance, that is chemicals that you're putting into your body that's going in and just wreaking havoc on your cells. So if you have things like headaches and migraines and things like that, you might want to check the ingredients of the products that you're using. If you feel like tired all the time and different things that you can't explain what's going on, check the products you're using. It's probably in the chemicals in the things that you're putting on your body. So your shampoos, your lotions, your deodorant, things like that. So check out the back of the label and just do some research on your own. But and I'm happy to help you. If you want to send me a message, I'll help you with that. So the arrowroot powder, we're going to do 2 tablespoons before this cools down. I could go on and on about the toxins in products, but I won't. But if you ever want to have a chat, we can do that. So, all right, 2 tablespoons arrowroot powder. I'm just going to mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it. This also would be a good time to put in your essential oils if you want to, so you're not like spending extra time mixing. So let me show you the oils that I like to use in mine. And I've showed you all this trick before on how to find a combination of oils that smell good together, oils that you like together. So I will take off all the caps and then just smell them all together like that, because they'll come out into the air and kind of combine in the air, and so you can smell what it's gonna be like when they're combined. So what I'm picking, you need let's see, between 15 to 25 drops of essential oils. That's totally up to you. That's the fun about DIY, is you can kind of customize it to you. If you don't even have to put essential oils in there if you don't want, but I like it to smell good. So I'm gonna do about a combination of, a total of 20 drops. So I'm gonna do 10 of them with Stress Away, because I love the smell of Stress Away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to do 5 of orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now orange and all the citrus are photosynthetic. So say that 5 times fast. So that means you don't want to put it on and then go get out in the sun. Well, we're coming up on winter right now, and so my armpits aren't going to be out in the sun, so it's completely safe. But if you go to the tanning bed or something like that where you're, laying with your arms up, then you're going to want to maybe not do any of the citrus oils. So we did 5 of that, and then because frankincense smells amazing, it's amazing for your skin, and it does amazing things inside your body. I pick every chance that I can to use frankincense. So we're going to do 5 of that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're just going to mix it up and let it cool. Now you can leave it in your little jar, which I should have told you this already, but you can leave it in this jar. But if you already have like an empty deodorant container, then you can pour it into that. So just mix it up really good and then pour it into, even on Amazon you can buy empty deodorant containers. But some people don't like to put their hand in there and then rub their underarms, which is fine. It doesn't bother me at all. It just doesn't bother me. So I just pick it out of the jar and rub it on. So you're just gonna keep stirring, keep stirring. The consistency you want is like as you're stirring, it's gonna start to get thick like a pancake batter. But as it cools, it's gonna harden up and it won't be runny anymore. You can speed that up by putting it in the refrigerator if you want. So if you're impatient or if you need it today, I don't need mine until tomorrow. So, and if you live during the summertime, when you make your deodorant. If your house usually gets hot, you might want to store it in the refrigerator. But other than that, it's completely fine just sitting in your cabinet. So here's what we've got. Y'all can see, and I'm going to keep stirring it. But I am going to give some tips on, I'll post the recipe here. Here in just a minute, I'll post you the recipe so that you can copy and paste it and print it out so that you'll have it. And on my personal wall, I'm going to post how to detox your armpits. And so I'll come back here and I will post a link. It'll also, both of these videos will be on YouTube for you guys to watch. So I will post a link for that too. So if you want to share this with your friends, feel free. But all right, guys, I love you. Thank you for watching, and watch for me on my wall here in a little bit. All right, love you.